Where will Mediacube be moving?
On the first place is the opening of bank accounts right in our system. So they will not need to go to any bank
Right.
in order to create an IBAN and use it, for internal transfers, internal payments. On the second place is issuing the credit cards.
Wow.
And the third thing, it's the creation of cryptocurrency wallets, right in Mediacube Pay system.
Oh, yeah. Sounds really impressive. I mean, we're still staying a good old MCN.
We're still best friends of creators.
Absolutely. Yeah. But on top of that, what we'd like to do is we'd like to revolutionize the understanding. Hey everybody, Mediacube podcast is back, and finally Roman is here in our studio. I'm so happy to see you, Roman, here.
Happy to be here, Ivan.
Right. So hopefully we will have a couple of episodes shot here in the studio in our office in Minsk. And tonight we're going to discuss a pretty exciting topic, precisely the evolution of multi-channel networks, where they can be moving, what directions they can explore in order to change, first of all, the market itself, and second, change the perception of what actually multi-channel networks are. Because for how many years multi-channel networks are there? Like, I would say for 7 or 8 years or more.
It's even more. It started in the US, I think, at the beginning of the 10th. So
yeah,
it's more than 10 years now, more than a decade.
Right. So correct me if I'm wrong, but ultimately, for 10 years, MCNs have been doing what they have been doing with not much change in their work, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same. And this is very interesting because, when we are analyzing the different networks and when we try to compare the services that they provide, we just always see the same situation. They provide, all the networks provide the same scope of services, and it's, just sometimes they might be slightly different from the point of view of their focus or something like that, but the scope of services is always the same. So that's why we're talking about Fintech today. Yeah.
That's right. Well, we'll talk about Fintech a little bit later, but I just came up with a metaphor. For MCNs, I'd compare them to fast food networks.
Yeah.
Like, on the one hand, all of them are pretty much the same, with just minor differences.
Yeah.
And they are actually a scope of choice for their customers, for their clients, for users, which actually MCNs are as well. But the strange thing for me is that fast food networks are, old school offline businesses, whereas multi-channel networks are at least positioning themselves as part of YouTube ecosystem.
Yeah.
And the ecosystem that is changing and evolutionizing all the time, like every day. We've discussed hundreds of updates that YouTube comes up with weekly, right? And a really surprising thing for me, like strangely, MCNs that are actually part of YouTube ecosystem have been the same, like fast food networks, for 10 years.
But we're talking mainly about the model itself of making the creator a part of the network, taking part of the share of the creator, providing with some services, providing with influencer marketing campaigns, something like that. But still, when there is some changes that are happening on the platform, all the networks are adjusting to them. And they just have to do that because they need to comply with all the guidelines and rules that YouTube wants us to comply with. And but still, it's not like something that can become a game changer in this sphere. So that's why the core set of services is still the same.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, they compete based on the percentage of revenue they take, right?
Yeah.
Because exactly, the scope of services is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
This is pretty strange for me. And now, I think it is high time everybody has understood that something needs to be done. There should be something, that will break these, I would say, dark ages of MCNs. Because ultimately, I know a lot of creators at the moment just don't trust in multi-channel networks.
That's right. No, it depends on the creator, but the point is, the problem is that the majority of the creators can run their businesses by themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why the networks, and not only the networks, they try to help them to grow their businesses. They're not, perceived anymore as a creator who just creates content. It's like nowadays it's kind of a small scale or large scale businesses that involve not only content but everything around influencer. It can be as we already mentioned, the fast food restaurants, for example. It's even launching your own burger with one of the most famous fast food network and something like that. So it's not about the content anymore.
That's right, and I think this idea lies in the core of our today's subject.
Yeah,
because if creators are businesses, it means they need to have services to help them operate their businesses.
That's right.
And this is actually something that multi-channel networks can be moving towards. And this is something that Mediacube is already moving towards. To being not just a service provider for creators as a multi-channel network, like an ordinary service provider that would make thumbnails,
optimizations, analysis,
legal issues, etc. But, and now you should tell this, like who we are, where are we moving to?
Yeah, well, actually, currently we're trying to repurpose all our activities toward the fintech company. So that's why we're elaborating our fintech products, our Mediacube Pay system that is going to become much more easy and much more understandable, and will feature many more things in this year, 2022. And I think we can, just slightly enumerate some of them. For example, what we currently have and what we are planning to do in the future.
Yeah, but I just want to emphasize it once again that we Mediacube are not dropping being a multi-channel network.
Not. Yeah.
We're staying.
We're still best friends of creators.
Absolutely, but on top of that, what we'd like to do is we'd like to revolutionize the understanding of what multi-channel networks are from the side of creators, and give them provide them with huge additional value, which is a set. It's not just one fintech product. It's actually a set.
Yeah, it's a fintech product with the set of features available in it.
So let's tell the audience what do we currently have first. What can be interesting for them, and then move on to our plans.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so on the first place, this is something that we have launched, I think, a couple of years ago. I think it was kind of a revolution in the MCNs business, and it was the express payments.
What is that?
It means that we do not wait for the money to come from YouTube and then pay to creators. This is how it works normally. We created the system that let us pay creators on a daily basis, because we can analyze the YouTube analytics, we can see the revenue, we can track this information and top up their accounts on a daily basis without waiting for the final check from Google.
Well, yeah, so, this is impressive. So technically, this is like these are like bank loans, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's very similar to that. But it's not like banking services still. But we're moving on and. One day we'll see, maybe sometimes we'll become a bank for creators.
Right.
But today it's kind of giving them upfront payments that they can use to implement their ideas ad hoc and without necessity to wait until the end of the month. For example, if they want to do something immediately, because when we're talking about YouTube and about YouTube stars, they are all of them are watching trends, and it's very important to be one of the first of those guys who are, disrupt this trend. That's why they may need some more at the moment.
So that's right. So express payments have been there for a couple of years already, and from what I understand, it is a very popular.
It is.
Stuff.
Currently, the 30% of all the payments that we make to our creators are made through the express payment feature.
Wow.
And it's growing, and it's of a big demand.
Wow. But do we somehow charge them for that? I mean, like...
Yeah, we do. There are several different packages that every creator can choose from, and they all of them have their peculiar percentage.
All right.
It varies from 1.9% up to 5.9%.
Okay, so we have been having express payments for quite a while, right? But from what I understand as well, there was just a couple of payment methods that were implemented there, but then it all changed, right? And like I think around a year ago, we've integrated like 12 payment systems.
Currently, we have around 15, as far as I remember, but not all of them are available in every country. So it depends on from country to country. So, for example, there are some payment systems that are available in Brazil, but are not available in the US because it's a very local thing.
Right.
But anyway, there are such things like cryptocurrencies that are available everywhere, and this is something that we are also developing right now because we can see a very great potential in it, and not so many networks, or I'm not sure if there is any network that make payouts in cryptocurrencies. So we are one of those pioneers who are making this right now. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Perfect.
So, and this is something that we already have. We can, our creators can withdraw money to Bitcoin, to Ripple, Zcash, and many more. Wow.
I think one of the most important things for creators, one of the problems that creators may have is that a lot of them just don't work solo, right? They have their teams, and they need to somehow pay them.
Like they need to run their businesses.
And run their businesses. Do we have something to do with that?
It's pretty new feature that was launched, I think, half a year ago. It's internal peer-to-peer payments. You don't even have to be a partner of Mediacube in order to receive the payments in the system. So, for example, if there is a creator who would like to pay to his team, he just give them the link, they register their accounts, they sign up to Mediacube Pay system. They create a team within the system, and right from this moment, they can send money to each other.
Wow!
So and it makes it much more easier. In this case, all of them are. All of them can use all those 15 payment methods that are available in the system. So it's a very convenient thing that is also becoming very popular right now.
Oh yeah, perfect. This is, this is like the universal rule to run your small business on YouTube.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pretty much it.
All right, but also from what I see. There are huge plans for...
there is one more thing that have been launched not so long ago, I think a couple of weeks ago. We call it Prepayments, and it's not like express payment feature that we already have had for a couple of years. It's something that our creators that have already got kind of credibility in our system, that we could see that the transactions are okay, the content is okay, and they do not have any issues with YouTube, and we can trust this creator. And for example, they would like to launch additional format on the platform, and they do not have money right now. We can give them upfront money, and that will be returned to us within the next several months, for example.
Right.
It's
So this is actually technically a bank loan.
Technically, but still, it's
It's not banking.
It's not banking. Yes.
It's not banking. Yeah, well, yeah, I see.
It's kind of loans that we give to creators, but not from the point of view of a banking system. But still, we just try to help them reach their goals.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sounds impressive. Do we have it all on our website?
Yeah, sure, for sure. I think everything is already there. You can check it out.
Perfect.
Link in the description.
Go check it out. All right. So this is basically what we already have. And where will Mediacube be moving in terms of fintech direction?
Yeah, from the point of view of fintech, there are three key things that we're going to implement in 2022. On the first place is the opening of bank accounts right in our system. So they will not need to go to any bank in order to create an IBAN and use it, for internal transfers, internal payments. On the second place is issuing the credit cards.
Wow.
This is it's going to be available not for all of our creators, but we're starting this from several particular countries. But still, we'll definitely going to expand this feature. And the third thing, it's the creation of cryptocurrency wallets, right in Mediacube Pay system. And it's also, sometimes it's tricky for those who are not very familiar with how cryptocurrencies work.
Right.
And that's why it's very important for them, to give them a hint how to create the wallet right in our system. It will simplify everything, even for those who have never used it yet.
Oh, yeah. Sounds really impressive. I mean, we're still staying a good old MCN.
Yeah,
right?
Right
and
now, yes.
being a fintech, a very ambitious fintech product in the future. Right. So my next question is whether it is obligatory to be a Mediacube network partner to use all those services.
If you're not a Mediacube network partner, you will not have any incoming cash in your dashboard.
All right.
But if you are someone who would like to receive the money from another creator, for example, for some services that you've provided, for example, you are an editor who was editing your videos, as long as you become a Mediacube Pay user, you're becoming that person who can use all those features with the money, if you have money in your account.
Wow. It really sounds exciting. So let's be winding up probably, right? I do believe that it is feasible for Mediacube to become a game changer in the industry, right? Because from what I see, no other MCN so far has been moving towards being a fintech product and an MCN, right? But from what I know, there are actually fintech products, not MCNs, designed for creators.
Yeah, that's right. But actually, when we're talking about MCNs, there have been, some attempts from other MCNs to create something like this, or like the express payment feature that we currently have, and they are still working on creating that. But apart from that, as you mentioned, there are several platforms that are not MCNs at all.
Okay.
They are working with all kinds of influencers from different platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Patreon, etc. And they, try to help them to grow their business and, giving them money, giving them, kind of financial planners and consultants or something like that. And because they understand that all the creators need to be perceived as a business, not as a creator. So that's why it's very important for them. We can enumerate some of them.
Okay, let's do.
One of them is a tri-card system that issues a business expense card, and the limit is based on the social representation of the creator.
Okay.
So something like that. This is one of the peculiar features. Another platform that is available in the US right now is Create a Cash by Channel Meter. they can give, they have implemented the express payment feature without the necessity of linking the channel to the network because they are not a network.
All right.
And still they have this, like integration between banks and YouTube analytics that they can analyze and like give like express payment, express money to the creators based on the analytics that they see. And still, the feature that they have is that this can be used for their credibility in the future.
All right.
For financial credibility.
Oh, this is very important for the U.S. markets.
Yeah. That's why it's very important. Yeah.
Credit history in the U.S. is is
correct.
Is very, very
another platform that is called Store. They are focused on creating the system where the creator and his team can collaborate. Like we've already mentioned, the peer-to-peer feature, and this is something that they also do for the creators. So they're making up the teams in the system and allow creators to split the revenue between different parties.
Well, I mean, honestly, there are still very few of fintech products.
Yeah. And
designed specifically for creators.
All of them are based in the US right now.
Yeah, that's right. So this is very start and this is very beginning. And I do believe that we at Mediacube could be a disruptive company to change the market and be a game changer in this fintech sphere. Right, so guys, go to our website, check everything we've got so far, go use it, go check it out, see how it works, become part of Mediacube network, and I do hope that you'll get a lot of positive experience from working with Mediacube as MCN and as a fintech.
Yeah, we guys wish you a good luck with your businesses, and we'll definitely can somehow help you with developing and expanding your outreach.
That's right. So as we're winding up, Roman, I was happy to see you back to the studio.
I'm happy to see you too.
Hope next time we'll be back here again.
Yeah.
And see you soon. If you feel like expressing your ideas or thoughts on what you hear in our podcasts, feel free to drop your comments. We'll respond to them, and see you soon.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.